Hi there, welcome back. So this is November weeklies. It's actually one page weeklies, but I'm doing 2 pages at the same time. I'm going to jump straight in and start drawing my lines. So I flipped over to one page weeklies last month because I've incorporated some of the stuff that I was putting into my weeklies dictated that I used a 2 page weekly, and I've actually put those into, if you've seen any of my other videos, I had a sort of a to-do list, next week type list. I'm going to turn the page around, it's easier. I had a to-do list in my meal planner I was putting into my weeklies. Well, I've moved those to monthly pages now, and so I only need a 1 page weekly, and I'm really enjoying that because let me do all the vertical lines first. Is that vertical? Yeah. And I'm really finding that I'm gelling with the 1 page weeklies because my 1 pagers become just literally what I'm doing every day, and my checklist, if you like. So I write in. So I take my my monthly to-do list, and then from there, items will either go into one of the weeklies. It'll go into the future log if it's for a future month, and then I cross it off the to-do list, but that populates the weekly setup. And then on a daily basis, I've got what I'm doing every day, and then I check that off as I go. As I say, really working for me because it just focuses me on the day. I get to look ahead, especially doing this as well. So having 2 pages or 2 weeks over 2 pages like this, I can see slightly ahead of what's coming and keep a check on that as well. Really simple setup. I think there's only so many ways you can get 7 boxes onto a page, really. Let me make sure this is centered for you. I do go with a more simple setup. I like my bullet journal to be more functional, and I find if I keep it simple, I don't find myself wasting any space. Everything is used. Mind you, I have found a couple of lines on my habit tracker that end up blank at the end of the month, which isn't good. But apart from that, I get a lot from my bullet journal. Helps keep me in check. Oops, my nail got in the way then. There we go. So that's all the boxes. I'm going to go in and do I really like these micron pens, and I've got them in different nib widths. The one that I've bought recently that I really enjoy using for titles and what have you is the graphic, and that is a thicker nib. So I'm going to go in. So whilst I kept a theme through my monthly spreads, and if you've seen the videos you would see that, I've gone with a bit more colour for my weeklies, and this one isn't any different. I kind of like the 2 weeks in view at the same time. I That works. And some months you get to do this twice when you've got a 5-week month, and other weeks, like this, actually November is, I've only got one double week spread. So I'm starting to think about December now, and starting to think about what theme I might use. And I'm kind of torn. I've seen so many different colour uses. I was kind of going with green, red and gold as my choice to begin with, but I actually saw one today that was gingerbread. So that was sort of red and brown, and candy canes. I kind of like the idea of that, so I'm already starting to think about my December setup, what that might look like. I think December's one that, yeah, it's a bit more special. So we want to spend a bit more time planning for that one, I think. But we'll see how it all turns out. And I'm intending to do videos, so I'll share that with you as well. Okay, so now that's all that. In with some colour now. I've decided to go with purple on this one. Purple's one of my favourite colours. So we're certainly getting winter is with us in the UK now. The clocks have changed, so we actually get darker evenings. That was from yesterday. So really starting. So it gets dark here about 6 o'clock in the evening at the moment, and then our shortest day, it gets dark about 4 o'clock in the evening, and that's as we get towards Christmas, really, in the shortest day. But I do find when the clocks change, it really throws me for a few days getting used to the darker evenings. The good thing is, though, we get an extra hour in the morning, so it gets light about 6 a.m, whereas it was 7 a.m. before. So yeah, November, those evenings coming in, the run down to Christmas, and who knows what Christmas will look like this year. I don't know about where you are in the world, but COVID-19 is a big feature for the UK. We're in our second wave at the moment, and it is worse than the first wave. We haven't quite gone to national lockdown yet, but there's certain regions in the country that have had to go back into lockdown. So yeah, I think Christmas might be very different than we've seen before. Okay, I'm going to go in with a darker for the date, so we start with the 9th. That's the dates in. I'm going to quickly put the days of the week in. A bit skewy there. You see how quickly this comes together. So Monday, Really simple. I do like this purple as well. Right, there we go. And the only thing left to do now is I'm going to put a string of washi tape in the bottom. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. I hope that there might be something here that you've enjoyed seeing. And something that perhaps inspires in some way. It's a very simple setup. I'll cut that off in a minute. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. I will see you very soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.